Do you know what the first rule of self-defense?
Should we guess? First rule of self-defense is cover your space. No?
But when you go both, it's the same thing. Look, I'm twisting in.
Right. Okay.
Now,
so tell us a little bit about why, as I'm a parent, I've got 2 children. One of them we know who does BJJ, he's mental about it. But tell parents out there a little bit of what the positives are from coming into this sport. Especially, so you talked about that interaction and that contact and all that sort of stuff, which is, as a human species, we need that. There's no doubt. On the actual grading, what are they looking for? Should you be able to do a certain amount of fundamental jiu-jitsu, have an understanding and have a fundamental amount of... I'm gonna get a coffee. Get ready, let's get one here actually for this guy. So yeah, so I'm recovering from a shoulder injury. I was actually this bicep tendon falling off the groove. So it's almost better. Almost better. Let's get out of it. I need to get my ass kicked. Oh! So we're just going up to do some bit of rolling, some demonstration with Henrique Juniao. He's very kindly agreed to let us come and do a bit of filming and ask some questions. So yeah, really grateful.
The first rule of self-defense?
Go on, I need
Do you know
that
what
now.
the first rule of self-defense?
Should we guess? Should we guess?
Yes.
So the first rule of self-defense is cover your face. No?
No?
No, go on.
Be aware.
Be aware, right?
What's going on around you?
Okay.
What's around? Because
Okay.
doesn't matter what you know. If you're not aware of what's going on around you, you can't use it.
Exactly.
So is that the case of the phone?
Right.
She was with the phone in the hand. The guy took it out. She was no reaction.
Frozen, yeah.
But if the guy comes in front of her and then start like, give me your phone, and then she has time to think about, and then she can use something. But be aware of your environment is the rule number 1. Don't get surprised. Yeah?
Yeah.
So you're going like a panda. You look like a panda, black and white.
I just want a little bit for other people to understand. We just deal with a little bit of jiu-jitsu to start with if you want, like just the basic moves and stuff. So we'll like open mat, yeah.
Okay.
And then you could give us some normal stuff for people. We were just talking about self-defense a minute ago. Normal things, the basics, the real basics. Because as I understand it, I hope I'm not stepping out of school here because I'm very inexperienced. But jiu-jitsu doesn't have to be complicated, does it? To be effective. Like you just
no, have to be complicated. No, yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay.
So it's their scene. Roger like to say it's just simple. You just have to do that, apply the technique the right way.
Okay.
I like to say as well is like the right technique on the wrong time is the wrong technique.
Okay.
So everything there's a time and the moment to apply.
Okay, so there's the technique and there's the time that you're going to use it. So
Yes,
moving parts there, right?
exactly.
And also the opponent or the situation that you're in with that opponent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you want to start?
Well, why don't you show me 3 takedowns, just for people to understand that because most things when jiu-jitsu starts from here, people can pull guards straight away.
Yeah, that's
right?
sport jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
Right, okay.
That's sport jiu-jitsu.
Right.
But okay, so you want to do a self-defense then?
Well, no, let's do the jiu-jitsu first, then we'll move to self-defense after.
Look, I'm a heavy guy, right? So what I want you to do is let's imagine like this. Look, you're gonna hold here. That's the grip. You have to hold mine. All right. So holding here. Okay. I'm stepping.
I'm holding you up.
Yeah. So that's kind of 50-50, right? So now, what I'm gonna do? Look, you see this leg in front.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step outside of the leg.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna hold your hip.
All right.
And I'm pulling you to me. So kind of like force you to stay in contact with me.
Okay.
So this foot gets closer here. I'm stepping my hips in front. Okay. So drop, lift. So I'm using my legs to lift you up.
Right.
Wasn't my back.
Okay.
Okay. So let's try that. Okay. So from there, you can take me down. But very important is this control.
Okay.
So if I control your body weight, I can throw you anytime.
Right.
Okay, so this is the harder part. Okay. Right, let's go now.
So I'm going to step across you there.
Nope.
Across you
there. So this the hand you have on the lapel is the one that goes here. The other way around. Step this, yes. Now hug me with this arm. Okay. Good. Right, so now what you have to do, bring that foot close to my foot. That's it. Step across. Oh, you have bad shoulders, so you're not going to be able to do it. Right, it's too wide, too wide. See? No control. Okay. That was too wide. Okay. So you don't need to do the motion with the shoulder.
It's a lift.
Yes, so then you're trying to go be like that. Okay. Because then you don't have control, you cannot keep my weight on you. So that's why you throw me straight away to the floor. Okay. Plus, especially on a heavy person, gonna land on your knee, you may hurt your knee. Okay. So when you step, boom, switch, you're gonna get this angle here. Okay. In line. So then you have a strong base. Okay. So, yeah. So now do a big step like you're going to my back, hug my back. Good. Pull me. Okay, so now. Okay, so try to bring your left foot.
No. Sorry.
Try to bring more your left foot. Okay, stop here. Stop. You need to be
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've lost this grip over here, yeah?
You don't, yes, now it's low. Start using your legs to pick me up. Yes, look. Now use your shoulder rolling me. Go.
That way. You okay? Is that it?
Amazing. You see? Okay. So now let's do again. Right. And then, let's say, when you take me down, you hold my arm, alright? So you pull my arm up. Okay. Put the knee over across my body. You stop here, yeah. Okay. Now don't keep that's fine, but you don't need to go all the way in right there. Okay. Get this knee high on my chest. Okay. Higher. Yeah. Now keep pulling to you. That hand comes here. Right? So now you lean the weight on this leg, that one pass over my head.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna
I'm look. Boom. So now sit down. It's slow. Here, look, you can do that as well, yes. Feet down. Okay. Knees together. Make sure my thumb is pointing up. Yeah. And then submit the arm lock. Okay.
So we're going to roll. One of the huge problems coming from a striking background is that Jiu Jitsu is a constant game. There's no up and down. You know, you can hold position and recover, but generally speaking, when you're using your ATP, your chemical energy system, you've got about 40 seconds. These rounds are 5 minutes long. So if I roll like a boxer or a kickboxer, I'm gassed in 45 seconds a minute, and then honk honk, ping ping, do whatever he wants. So yeah, have to be careful of that.
It's a lion swimming in the ocean full of sharks around him.
Right.
Come on, son. Oh.
So I've got his foot on my hip, which means at any second he can push me away, go for a triangle or any other stuff he fancies. And that arm's way too far out. It needs to be nice and tight here. Okay. Sure, cross collar. Okay. I'm getting more and more trouble as we go here. Right, so on the rolling in that very kind gesture and the direction, we're going to move on to a little bit onto what the layman can do. Obviously I'm a layman as well, but you know, how this affects people in the street or just generally on a self-defense level, because this is so useful. And then we'll talk about how it's really good for kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so in answer to your question, when I first came to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's all about trying to win everything, even like, you know, the sparring and boxing, it's all related to my striking experience, striking background, which is completely different. Because as I've come to understand Jiu-Jitsu, and correct me if I'm wrong, you've got to be humble about everything because anyone can get tapped, right? And you regularly get tapped. So the whole thing. So it's not about winning or losing. It's about how you get better than yourself than you were yesterday.
Oh yes. And as a massive mistake, people comparing. They compare too much with the training partners or even other people. It frustrates you. A lot of people quit because of that.
Right.
And then they don't see how they work like 1 year ago. So compare yourself with 1 year ago after training Jiu-Jitsu. What did you improve? Yeah. So that's every day is a little improvement, right? Yeah. So this thing I like to say to my students. So look, if you just try to win, you're not gonna learn. Yeah. The one actually is learning is the one getting beat up. Yeah. Right. So the learning comes from when you do a mistake. So what's gonna happen after that big mistake? You learn.
You're gonna be punished and then you're gonna learn.
You learn. You learn from mistakes, right? So if you just try to win every single round and you're not trying to improve yourself on the learning curve, so what's gonna happen? You're gonna be tough. Yeah. That's good. You're gonna be tough. Right. Nothing wrong with that. But toughness, there's a limit. Yeah. You hit the ceiling. You cannot go to the sky.
Yeah, I mean, so I was hitting the ceiling very early without the white belt because I was rolling with loads of energy, like not getting the game at all, about trying to think my way through this because it's a thinking person's game, right? So yeah, and I had to. I think I was about 3 months. I went, Fraser, you've got to go back to the drawing board. This isn't working. Yeah. So and that's when I really started to enjoy, like doing triangle and these few things that I'd watch and practice at my gym in Great Portland Street. I've been doing the rolls and they worked. I'm like, oh my god, they work! This is incredible. Yeah. So look, we've got a couple of questions for you. So for the people that are watching this, so generally speaking, I would advise, first of all, firsthand, I've been involved in combat sports since the age of 9, and I honestly wish there's nothing wrong with the boxing community or the kickboxing or Thai boxing community, but I love Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Absolutely love it. It's been the warmest sports gathering and sports fraternity that I've ever met, and there's lots of humour, and the actual sport itself is fantastic. So just going to ask you now, for somebody, we were talking about defence earlier, for somebody wanting to defend themselves, what's the first rules? You said the first rule is basically awareness.
Awareness.
And then
that's the main one. That's you start from that point, and anything else can be applied. Right,
okay. And what about, you're walking home late at night and someone grabs you. So for instance, someone grabs you in a headlock or something from behind. What's the technique for that, to get out of that?
So if I headlock around my neck, like that, like this, first thing is pulling it down to the chest, chin knee to avoid the hand comes back on the throat, and then you can flip the person over. Right, okay. When I take down, boom.
Drop your body weight down?
Yeah, dropping your base. And then lean forward.
Right, okay.
So the person flips over.
Show me here, I'm going to grab you around the neck.
That's how many you can
just how you film the first half of this, yeah? Okay, so... okay, good. Alright, there you have it. Okay. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Did put out the shoulder. Okay, so there we go, that's how to get out of the headlock. And what about someone grabbing your hands? So I mean, I know how to do this because I roll Jiu-Jitsu, but so someone comes along, if we do it to the knees, grab your hands, oi mister, straight up.
Yes, so like when you hold my wrist, so there's a weak point, is here, the upper.
Right. Okay.
So I'm twisting in, I'm pulling out.
Can't even hold it,
yeah. So then if you hold both, it's the same thing, look, I'm twisting in.
Right, okay.
Now, if you hold two, so now I don't have that gap anymore. So, easy way to do it, just pull out.
Against the thumbs again,
if the guy did this to me, I'm gonna put one punch on the face anyway.
Okay. So and so the other thing that going back to on the mats, so just talk us through the stages of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and how people get graded and what happens, what their journey is. Say from white belt, so I'm a 2-stripe. For anyone that wants to know, and I get to 4-stripe, and I can be a 4-stripe for, depending on my attendance or whatever, I can be a 4-stripe for a year or longer, right?
Yes.
What qualifies me then when I do my grading to get me to a blue belt? That's the best way to ask.
Right, so at least in our team, so the Roger Gracie, the white belt to blue is basically attendance.
Right, okay.
It's basically attendance, so there's a minimum time of 1 year.
Right.
And There's no maximum time, because the maximum time. So if you attend the class at least like twice a week, so a year, 1 year, 3 months, you get the blue belt.
Right.
So how am I going to define a maximum? Well, there's no limit for the maximum. Why? So if you don't come to train, you're never going to get graded. So there's no maximum. But the minimum is 1 year.
Okay, and on the actual grading, what are they looking for? Should you be able to do a certain amount of fundamental Jiu-Jitsu, have an understanding and have a fundamental amount of Jiu-Jitsu techniques that you can execute?
White to blue is more than tennis.
Okay, right.
Right, it's more than tennis. So we cover the minimum concept, the fundamentals, right? And then when they get the blue belt, and then we start to analyze a bit more.
Right, okay.
So even like we reach, you can reach the 4 stripes. What the blue belts take is the longest. Normally, is the longest belt. You can hold a bit more, a bit longer.
From blue to purple.
Blue to purple.
Got ya.
Because what's happening sometimes, if I cover up just the time, and the person is not ready for the next level, so what's gonna happen is like they have to hit the minimum, the very minimum of defend themselves on that level.
Got ya. Okay.
All right. So that's the minimum, is defend themselves.
Right. Okay.
So after you manage to defend yourself, you're gonna start applying counters and attacking. Okay. So when you manage to defend yourself, counter, and attack and sub, so that's mean you're ready for the next one.
The next phase, which is
basically
purple, right?
Yes.
And then, correct me if I'm wrong, then goes to brown and then black.
Brown and black.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Great stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us a little bit about why, as I'm a parent, I've got 2 children. One of them we know who does BJJ. He's mental about it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the way to. It wasn't his first choice of sport to start with, but he's absolutely crazy about it. The other one's too young. But tell parents out there a little bit of what the positives are from coming into this sport, especially as opposed to the concussion sports that we're talking about, boxing, kickboxing, Thai boxing. There's nothing wrong with those sports at all. But in Jiu-Jitsu, I've never had a concussion, or I've never felt dizzy when I've come out here. Mm-hmm. So there's a difference between those 2 sports fundamentally in the fact that there is no striking to the cranium. There are no blows specifically within the sport. Everyone has accidents. But why would you promote this sport for children to come in and roll Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
Well, it's like, I mean, there's many benefits, especially for the kids. Yeah. Right, to be raised on this environment. But as an early age, will be a lot of the coordination, the balance, the stand of the body movements in a safe place. Right. Okay. So for 4 years old, 5 years old, they come here to play. Yeah. Right. Interact with other kids. Yeah. So because there's a lot of problems nowadays, the kids, they just want to stay home. Yeah. And then they lose the social side. Connection, connection with actually real people. So then what's happening, you see, like for some teenagers now, they're just on the phone. So the social life being on the phone. Right. Or computer, playing games. Because now they don't need to see the friend to talk. No. As they're playing games, they're interacting. So they lost the connection. Right. So here, they're gonna make friends. They're gonna literally interact physically. Yeah. And then I see adults when they come to train Jiu-Jitsu first time, or to an intro class. I see that when they're adult, didn't have like a health childhood, like wasn't around kids. Yeah. Because they scared.
There's a barrier there.
There's a barrier, like my personal space, don't touch me. Right. This kind of thing. Right. And it take a while to get used to. It's like, for example, I grew up like playing football on the street in Brazil. Right. Had so many fights. Actually, I just stopped fighting because of Jiu-Jitsu. Right. Otherwise, my professor gonna kick me out from the gym. Right. Okay. So that's a great point just to come in there. Sorry to interrupt, but so you talked about that interaction and that contact and all that sort of stuff, which is, as a human species, we need that. There's no doubt about that. It's the 2 bear cubs. As they're growing up, they roll around and they play fight, right? Yeah. Okay, we need that as children. Absolutely, it's a scientific fact. But what about the exercise benefits that they're getting from sort of the 5 years of age to 10 and 12 years of age, and also the discipline? Because I never saw anyone really raise their voice, any of the professors raise their voice, but all the kids seem to do as they're supposed to do, right? Yeah. And they're lining up, and Yeah, so it's of course, like you're always gonna have like 1 or 2 kids on the class. Right. They're a bit more hyperactive, or it's harder to control. Right. And sometimes those 2 motivate the others to try to master the class, and then the professor have to try to keep in order.
Right.
Because if you lose control of one or two, you're gonna lose the class.
Right.
But as you said, that's aspect the benefits for the little ones, like up to 6 years, is the fact of the learning how to control the body, so it's be more stable, right? So that's healthy to the kid anyway.
Yeah.
Helps to develop the brain. So passing that phase, then we start teaching the next age. They're gonna start learning like more actually techniques,
right?
As takedowns,
right.
Self-defense, and of course the sport.
Okay,
right?
and this is all a builder for self-esteem and confidence, and also kindness to other people as well.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So in my experience, people are much less likely if they're involved in competitive sport and also physical sport to want to have more to prove when they're outside. There's obviously exceptions to the law with everyone, but generally speaking, across the board, when you're good at a physical sport, you tend to be much less aggressive.
You become confident because you know what are capable to do it.
Yeah.
Right. And you don't do it because you don't want it to.
Yeah.
You don't
want the outcome.
You don't want it. So
right.
I can do this. This is actually like that's a dangerous person.
Yeah.
A dangerous person.
Right.
Right. So I know what I can do to you, and I choose not to do it.
Right. So it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Boom.
Now. You said
sorry.
You said something related with the kids.
Yeah.
The kindness.
Yeah, the kindness.
So look, Roy likes to say as well. This is, and I agree 100%. Jiu-Jitsu is the only martial art where you come every day, you train hard, like you give your maximum every day with someone, right? And then they become like a friend for lifetime.
Yeah.
Right. So in all martial art, you go there, the guy punch in the face. You want to punch back, you want to hurt the person back. Right?
You don't want to go have a cup of tea with him.
No,
that's for
sure. I don't want to talk to this guy, man. Actually, you create a beef with those people.
Yeah.
And Jiu-Jitsu, man, my friends, like my 25 years friends, it's all from Jiu-Jitsu.
Right.
You know, my oldest friends, is always, all of them are part of the ones I was raised as a kid. Okay, and some of them, they started Jiu-Jitsu with me back in Brazil.
Right.
They put me in Jiu-Jitsu. So, everyone else is from Jiu-Jitsu.
Right.
You know, everyone else is from Jiu-Jitsu. Everything's around Jiu-Jitsu.
So there we go. Do want to get their kids into a sport that's safe, very energetic for them, promoting all of these things: kindness, confidence, balance, physicality, all of these things. Come down to the Roger Gracie Academy at Margate, and if you're not local to here, you can come to any of the other academies dotted around London or around the country.
Yeah.
Junior, thank you very much, man. You're a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm glad I thought of another one of that. All right.